Golly, that was sure pretty, huh?
Yeah.
It's like the mist is what's pretty, you know? All gold and silver.
Mm-hmm.
Too bad it can't stay like that all the time.
Nothing gold can stay.
Huh?
Nature's for screen is gold. Her hardest hue to hold. Her early leaves a flower, but only so an hour. Then leaf subsides to leaf. So Eden sank to grief. So dawn goes down today. Nothing gold can stay.
All right, one of the stars from the 80s classic, The Outsiders, is coming to Milwaukee this week, and he's joining us now to talk all about it. C. Thomas Howell, who played Ponyboy, is here. It's so great to have you here. I know so many folks looking forward to having you in Milwaukee. First question I got to ask you, this film has clearly spanned generations and generations. What is it like to be a part of something that is still so loved and cherished today?
You know, this movie and book has affected so many people for so long. It's hard to believe, but it was written over 60 years ago. We shot this movie 42 years ago. Of course, working with somebody like Francis Ford Coppola as a director, and what an amazing cast we had. And we knew there was something special going on, but I don't think any of us realized that, you know, over 40 years later, it would have become a part of American pop culture, you know?
Yeah, no doubt about it. And speaking of it, I mean, the takeaway of the movie, pretty simple, right? People shouldn't be judged on their social or economic status, and we actually have a shared humanity that unites us all. It feels like that message is really needed now more than ever. I'm curious if back then you felt like the world needed that story years ago when you took on the role.
I think in some sense we've always felt divided. I mean, it's always been about the haves and have-nots. It's just a lot more complicated today. We have a lot more distractions, the devices, social media. It's difficult to be a young person, and I think that's what makes this film so relevant for young people today. I mean, it's required reading in 75% of the schools across America, and I'd say most of those schools show the film afterwards. And there's a character for everybody to identify within this storyline, and it doesn't matter what side of the tracks you come from.
So on that note, I mean, what would you take? What would you say it would take for if the Greasers and the Socials, if they were in our world right now, living amongst us, so divided? What steps would they take to remind us all of our shared humanity?
You know, I think it's really about loving yourself and taking care of one another. There's not a lot of authority figures in this movie. There are no parents.
Right.
And these kids need to take care of themselves. And even though they're tough kids, even though they rumble, they have switchblades, they smoke cigarettes, they're not afraid to express a sensitive side, especially Ponyboy, who loves poetry, sunsets, books, films. And I think that artistic sensibility sort of buried deep within that outer tough skin is extremely attractive to people that watch the movie or read the book.
Yeah, no question. And speaking of Ponyboy, I mean, obviously someone who is artistic. You mentioned he loved poetry. It's clear you also believe in the power of storytelling in our young people. I'd love to hear a little bit more about your nonprofit, the Stay Gold Foundation. What motivated you to launch that and really want to create a resource for young people today?
Well, I appreciate you bringing that up. About a year ago, my wife and I started a nonprofit called the Stay Gold Foundation, which gives me the opportunity to use The Outsiders as a platform to travel around the country, speak to auditoriums filled with kids. We go to teacher conferences. We do Zoom meetings to classrooms. We send thousands of books across the nation to those that need it. And this year will be our first year that we're able to finally use it and send kids to different colleges. So it really was an opportunity for me to give back. struggle a little bit personally when I go into a restaurant and I see a family of 4 or 5 sitting at a dinner table and everybody, including the toddler, has giant headphones on and a device in their hand. And I think communication is an important part of our lives. We're creating this young group of people that really, I think, suffer from being able to step away from a device and pick up a pen and paper and even write. I can't tell you how many times I'll write an autograph for somebody and they'll look at it and they'll say, "What does that say?" And say, "Well, first of all, that's called cursive writing." And it says "Stay Gold." So it was something that I felt we needed to do, and it just took off.
Just incredibly needed here, no doubt about it. There's so many more questions I could ask you. We're running out of time, but I know you'll be here in Milwaukee this Friday doing a Q&A also along with the screening, and I know so many folks are looking forward to having you here. So C. Thomas Howell, thanks so much for spending some time with us on this Monday.
We appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. We'll see you on Friday.